Minor Scallyrags, minor Dakktyl, minor Jerm, Mirror Paranormal Carnival already? Well, judging by the recent teasers, yes, that's right, even more. It's looking very likely that Mirror Paranormal Carnival, please don't cost diamonds, is coming very, very soon. Sooner than I expected. Hell, even sooner than you expected, probably. So let's not waste any time and analyse these teasers. So it starts off with any normal Spooktacle short, revealing new variants, costumes, and just a fun little skit overall. That is until the end, where Tyson looks in the telescope and sees something that terrifies him. At first glance, most people would think this is a teaser for Shadow Island, as the shadow element is meant to convey a spooky feel to it, so it makes sense why Tyson is scared of Shadow Island. Plus, with all the leaked animations, we know it's right around the corner. However, right at the end of this short, it glitches, showing a darker version of Paironormal Carnival's background, inferring that something to do with Paironormal Carnival is coming soon. This is most likely the background for Mirror Paranormal Carnival, since all of the Mirror Islands have slight variations in their backgrounds compared to the normal islands. Now if we go back to when Tyson was looking in the telescope, we can see a very blurry reflection within the lens of the telescope. We can see 4 key things within this reflection that give us a very big clue on what it is. To start off with, we can see a greenish monster that seems to have a mouth opening within the middle of it. What other monster on the carnival is green and has a gap in the middle of it? That's right, Scallyrags! Meaning this is most likely the minor form of Scallyrags. From what I can see in the reflection, it seems Scallyrags will no longer be singing with its hat, and instead whatever is hiding inside its trench coat. We actually have some hints for what the minor forms may look like. This can be seen through the paranormal eggs, which feature designs from both the major and minor forms. For example, half of Arcarina's egg shows the major, and the other half shows the minor. Taking this into account, we can take some guesses into what the minor paranormal hybrids may look like. Seeing as I was talking about Scallyrags, let's look into it first. The egg predominantly features the major design of the Scallyrags. However, you can notice some horns poking out, which are not featured at all on the major Scallyrags design. This means the minor form will involve horns somewhere on it, which may come from what's inside. Personally, I believe there'll be several creatures hiding inside, much like the common trenchcoat trope in movies and cartoons. I think this because you can see 3 eyes hiding inside. Look, see? 3 eyes! Here is a minor Scallyrags design made by MSM, which looks amazing. You can more clearly see the multiple eyes within the coat, and this design actually lines up pretty well with the one seen in the reflection. Woohoo! And going back to the reflection, we can see a pink and blue monster, this obviously being minor Dakktyl. The pink in the reflection is more of a pale and desaturated colour, which we can see on the Dakktyl's egg, hinting at the minor form. As well as this, the movements in the reflection look a lot less lively and ecstatic, meaning the minor form will probably be the opposite of Dakktyl in terms of personality. While being quite hard to see, you can make out that there is only one limb atop Dakktyl's head, compared to the many on major Dakktyl's design. Here is a minor Dakktyl concept made by MSM again. They're killing it with these minor designs, so really go check them out. And again, it seems to line up pretty well with the blurriness in the telescope lens. Now there's 2 more key things in the reflection that I haven't pointed out yet. The first being this thing in the middle. I mean, I think it's pretty clear that this is going to be the Centrifuge, which is pretty much confirmed now to be the way you get the minor paranormals onto Mirror Paranormal Carnival. I imagine it will work like the teleporter from Dawn of Fire. You put your chosen monster in, which will probably cost some star power, and then transport it to the Mirror Carnival. One other thing that is pretty prominent in this reflection is this random blue moving thing, which gives me the idea that this is a monster, but it doesn't look like anything we've seen before. In fact, this could be a new paranormal hybrid, which gives us a hint on when Mirror Paranormal Carnival may release. I have a feeling it will release with the next wave of Paranormal Carnival, which will probably be in December, much like Ethereal Workshop Wave 2. So it looks like we won't have to wait that long until we see these new spooky variants on this spooky island. Ooh! And you know, speaking of Paranormal Wave 2, I made my own predictions. If you haven't seen that already, I'd recommend you go check it out. It will pop up when the outro plays. And if this video gets, let's say, 10k views, I will make a Mirror Paranormal Carnival prediction. So watch the video, share it, like and subscribe, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Goodbye!